hello, and buenas to my tribe. My name is LaShawn, but you guys call me Shawnee, and I am doing things differently than I've ever done before. This is Shawnee Interrupted. I want to say if you have been with me from the beginning, thank you. The beginning was just like a week ago, so it wasn't that long ago. But thank you if you've already subscribed and watched all the videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do so now. Like, share, subscribe, share, like, hit the notifications button. Be a part of the tribe because this is about getting support. I'm trying to do things differently than I've ever done, and I would love to support you in your journey as well. So this week it is the 4th of January, and this is my first video since the year changed. So happy new year. And I wanted to come on to talk about my January goals. So for January, I am trying to concentrate on my meal prepping to make sure I'm prepping breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I am one of those people who, when I start something new, I'm not about throwing away everything that I have in my house. It really is about finding a way to make everything work, especially with inflation being the way that it is. Shawnee is not getting rid of anything that is of use, right? Luckily, I didn't have a lot of junk in my house. So I didn't have to get rid of a lot of things, but I do have to think about how to cook those things differently, right? So as opposed to frying chicken, which I don't do because I don't like the way it makes my house smell, just cooking it differently. So that's what I'm doing. Meal prepping for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I have some oatmeal cups that I've been using, and it's more sugar than I would want, but I only had 3 left. So once those are gone, I will do the overnight oats with just plain old oats and add my own ingredients. I don't really use sugar a lot these days. I actually like monk fruit, and there's no reason. I just like monk fruit. So if I can be healthier in any way, then I use that. So that I'm doing the meal prep. The second thing is my weight loss goal. I have set a goal for 11 pounds for January. And I know that's lofty, but at the beginning of a stage, you're going to be able to lose a lot of water weight. So I'm taking that into account. So my goal for January is 11 pounds. I think I'm going to crush it, to be honest, because I'm working really hard. Um, I'm also doing intermittent fasting to get myself in that realm of eating right. And I kind of naturally do that anyway. I try to eat anything before 7:30 p.m. And so my fast will start from 7:30 to 7:30 because I don't usually eat breakfast until I get to work at around 7:45, 8 o'clock. So it works perfectly. I've been intermittent fasting, forever and just never called it that. So now I'm going to call it that. And it hasn't been hard. I've been doing it since January 1st, and it hasn't been hard at all because, like I said, it's a natural thing. Um, I've set caloric goals and macronutrient goals, and water goals. So I do not drink water. I usually, can drink. Sorry, I keep pushing the camera. I keep, I keep coffee in my system, but it isn't a lot. I drink maybe a cup or 2 in the morning, and then I might have like water or something. Not water. Well, water if it's flavored or sparkling for lunch or and dinner, maybe a soda. I don't drink a lot of pop, so that's not the thing. Sweet tea was my thing. That was my jam. So giving that up for now. Definitely can make my own sweet tea with monk fruit, and it'd be no calories. I just haven't gotten to that point yet. Because I need to get in the habit of drinking more water, just pure water, because I don't do that. And I have been. My eyeballs are floating today because my body is getting acclimated to it still, but it's been going well. I've been crushing that goal as well. Um, my activity goal is actually, I'm going to try to ease into the activity because my left knee, both my knees are arthritic. I don't know. I think I shared that with you guys at the beginning, and I need surgery on both. But the left one I actually injured last year, and it has never really healed. And it's the one that gives me the problems the most. Some days are fantastic, but other days are not. So in order to try to test that knee and figure out what it's going to do, I'm going to ease into the working out. I know that there are low impact workouts that I've been looking into, but one of the biggest things that I'm going to try to do is make sure I get 5,000 steps, at least 5,000 steps in a day. My job, I'm pretty sedentary at times, and other times I'm not, but it's hit or miss. So I'm trying to make sure that I incorporate or account for that and incorporate something in. So I've been looking at some videos and I'm hoping to work my way up to more. I want to work out a couple of times within the 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of January, and then I will see how it goes. But I'm not going to push anything until I can see a doctor about the knee, if it starts giving me trouble. Today was a good day, so we're going to go with that. And I'll keep on every day, stay today, but I'm going to try to get into 5,000 steps. In addition to setting my caloric goals, I think it was 2,200, I think, a day that I can have, and then 2,400 on the weekends. So I know I said I like the MyFitnessPal app, but I've been using the Lose It app, and with the Lose It app, I've been able to kind of save or reserve some calories for the weekend, and it actually accounts for all of that. And then, you know, eat more on the weekend if I want to. I have not been hitting my caloric goals though, so if I'm at 2,200, I come in at like 14 or 1,500 calories by the end of the day. And that's just been a natural thing since I've been, you know, sitting around the house really, just, you know, doing things on vacation. So since I'm just now back to work, today is the first day where I'm like, okay, I could eat a little more, because I've been burning that energy, but really I've been okay with like 1,400 calories. So I will look at the caloric intake again in 2 weeks, because 2 weeks is my like, let's re-examine some stuff date. And if I feel like I can get away with less, then I'll go down, and it's no big deal. But I don't want to go too quickly. I want to kind of make sure that I'm doing it right this time. So in addition to that, I'm going to be weighing in every Sunday. And I actually bought, I don't know if you guys remember the cheesy things that you had at school, like the thermometers that you can show your goals, and you color it in red. I bought some of those, so I'm going to, you know, show my goals, my thermometer. I'm going to buy, I got 3, but I only need really 2. My goal for, well, actually I can use 3, like my overall goal, my goal for January or that month, and then my goal for, I guess I only need 2, huh? The goal for January, or the goal for the month, and then the goal for the overall, to see where I'm at. So we'll figure out what to do with the third one, but I got them. Also, I'm going to try to get 7 hours of sleep. Now, if you know me, you know I don't sleep. Insomnia has been a friend of mine for a while, but in addition to that, I was diagnosed with sleep apnea. And so I have been on a machine since June, and it's been going well. I actually got acclimated to the machine pretty quickly. So wearing that, my sleep quality has improved, but my sleep quantity has not, because sometimes I don't go to bed until 2 or 3 in the morning, knowing I have to get up and be at work by 7:45. Over the break that I had, I may not go to bed until 6 o'clock in the morning, but I knew I didn't have anything to do or any place to go. I just am a night owl, and I've found that the older I get, I also don't sleep in, so I'm just not getting the sleep. They say 7 to 9 is the sweet spot. I usually get 4 to 5, so pushing to 7 means that I have to be accountable for going to bed, and I have to be focused and intentional about it. And I've been doing pretty well for the last couple of days. Ironically, I've just been waking up at 2 o'clock, 2:45. Excuse me, and I'm not sure what that's all about, but I have been trying to make a conscious effort to go to bed earlier. So I think I got them all. Those are my goals for January. I would love to know what your goals are and what struggles you're having. So for me, like I said before, going back to work means that the routine that I established at home, I have to adjust that, because work is not very consistent as far as like I can predict what's going to happen. So I have to adjust my lunch times, but I have to eat lunch. Breakfast is usually pretty easy. I can eat breakfast at the same time every morning, but it's the lunch and making sure I'm having that water. So I am doing what I need to do, reminding myself and putting myself first. I don't know if you guys are the same, but sometimes we forget to take care of ourselves in the interest of taking care of others, especially if you have a helping kind of job like I do. You're always looking out for somebody else, and you forget that you should be able to put your mask on first before you put somebody else's mask on. So that's what that's what I'm trying to get to. And that's one of my biggest struggles in returning to work. But as far as everything else, I feel like I am on the right path, and I'm doing pretty well. I would love to know how you guys are doing. So write down, let me know what your struggles are in the comments. If you are struggling and we can help, let us know what you need. Because I'm sure anybody in the tribe will chime in and say, hey, we got you. My tribe is growing. It's growing slowly, but it's growing because it's quality over quantity all the time. So if you know anybody who would love to be a part of this, or who, just wants to listen to me drone on, invite them to come and be a part of the tribe. That's it for now. I think I got everything. I will check back in on Sunday and let you guys know how I did. And I may be posting recipes or whatever. Let me know anything that you guys want me to talk about or cover or share, and I'd be more than happy to do that. Until then, protect your peace and protect your knees. This is Shawnee out.